Hey bitches. It's me. I'm back again. I haven't really been filming in a while, or at least it feels like I haven't. Um, because there's kind of been this shift that's been going on in my life. Work has been really busy, and I also did two Kickstarters. First one for the Brother to Brother, the next one for the Arcane Warrior. I'm still busy getting all of that printed and fulfilled and stuff like that. And it just felt like enough. And also, on top of that, I've kind of been overwhelmed by the amount of decks I have again. So I decided that I wanted to kind of purge my collection a little bit again, because I did acquire some stuff that I just didn't really like, where I was like, maybe I'll get used to it, or maybe I'll learn how to enjoy it, or maybe I'll learn how to work with it. So I've put a couple of job lots up for sale, and I've already sold one, so that's good. So two more to go. I don't think those are going to go that quickly because they don't really contain decks that I feel like a lot of people like. Um, so yeah, I've kind of been feeling a bit drained by it all, if that makes sense. Also, the whole like tarot world. Oh my god, I put this really cute feather here, but I already know that I'm gonna breathe once and this thing is gonna blow out the window, and it's too pretty of a feather to just have it float away, so I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna stop pretending like I'm an aesthetic queen. But I've been kind of, critically looking at my collection and critically been looking at the types of decks I like to work with. And I got to thinking, and I was like, noticing that I was gravitating more and more towards a certain type of deck. Um, Definitely decks that allow me to be softer with myself. And I've really been appreciating working with those decks. So I kind of want to do so this is kind of a, general update about me and how I am doing, but also kind of let's show you guys what decks I'm going to be working with this upcoming month. So the remainder of April. And this is one of the decks that I'm never getting rid of. I love the Soul Whispers cards. And you will probably see a common theme with these decks. And I wonder if people are gonna actually, like, say something about it or not, but I don't really care, because this is a stunning, stunning deck. It's really well produced. It shuffles so beautifully. The card quality is insane. The lamination is really good. It has gorgeous minimalist graphics with really cool affirmations that are sometimes printed at an angle, or I don't know, like, it's really, really stunning. I got this on a whim. This was one of those decks that I kind of hated for the longest time, because I was feeling like it's another one of those aesthetic decks that doesn't have anything to offer. It's like a really small deck too. It only has like, oh, whoops, that's 2 cards. It only has like 33 cards. And then I decided to get it on a whim. And, it does have only 33 cards, but the writing is so good. And so it's kind of, it's all right. And I really like the affirmations in this deck. I think it looks stunning. It's a really well-produced little set. Also, this font. I love this font so much. I don't know. It does something to me. I think it's handwritten. It's kind of that handwritten Kim Kranz font that I like a lot. So this is definitely one of the ones that I'm going to be working with. Another one that I'm going to be working with is the Accurate as Fuck Tarot. Such a gorgeous little set. This really allows me to, I don't know, be soft with myself. I would love to. There's not a lot of decks where I'm like, I would like to get the first edition of this as well. But for the Accurate as Fuck, I kind of want to get the first edition too, if I ever get a chance to sort of snoop that up. I don't know. Scoop that up, I should say. But this is a really pretty little deck. Obviously, all the cards are going to be a little bit lopsided because it's a round deck. And it's a deck that has keywords. That's always a plus for me. It's really pretty. It's kind of a mix of photo manipulation as well as illustration, which I like. I think it's really, really stunning. I think it's really gorgeous. I think the illustration work is really good. The quality is really good. The only thing that I kind of dislike, and I'm a total, like, I'm a lover of all things rose petal. Look at that. Come on now. But for, you know, like, around decks, it's difficult because you already have to, like, put in all the extra work for the shuffle. And, you know, overhand rose pedaling with round decks is kind of a hassle. So that's kind of a con when it comes to this deck for me. But I do like this a lot. I like the vibe. I like the style. I like the keywords that were chosen. This is not a deck that I would use for clients because it, you know, although I love getting these keywords for myself, they can work kind of limiting when it comes to doing client readings. So this one's going to be just for me. Can you guys already kind of guess the vibe, guess the theme? I wonder. Another deck that it's definitely going to go into my lineup, but I don't know whether or not I'm going to use it a bunch. This is the Mystic Midnight Oracle by Maeve. Maeve is a good friend. I did buy this off her. Full price, no freebies were had. I really like it. It's very foily. And this is also what makes using the deck a bit difficult. Because, you know, my daily pulls go on Instagram. And if I have to constantly tilt a card to get the imagery to show up, it becomes kind of a hassle. But it is gorgeous. I do like it a lot. It's a really good deck too. It's really nice. And I don't know, it kind of has a major arcana. It has all the zodiacs. It has all the planets. It has some cool celestial beings, and it's cute. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's cool. The sigilly designs really do it for me. Yeah, I really tend to like stuff like this, but due to the fact that it's so difficult to photograph, it's in my box for this month, but I don't know for sure yet. But I do love this deck. I believe, like, she lowered the price of this, which I was a little bit bitter about, honestly, because I paid a lot more than what it's listed for now. Although, you know, this is one of those creators, and I'm very proud that she did it, but that did a deck like this without a Kickstarter, you know, hoping it would probably sell on its own. And then, you know, Kickstarter is a very big promo platform as well. So yeah, that selling on its own didn't really happen. But this is a really luxurious product, and the quality is really good. So I want to try to use it this month. You know, foil decks are hard to do, you know, because you want the illustrations to be seen. And sometimes with this deck, that's a bit of a problem, but the contents are really good. The writing in the guidebook is really good, and I respect that. Up next, ooh, yes. Oh, I love this so much. The Starchild Tarot Akashic Edition. I mean, I like the first edition too, but this one is so handy to just take with me on the go. I love the print quality. It has a really good matte lamination, which I like. And I don't know, like, this is my, so speaking of client readings, this is my go-to deck for client readings because it is pippish enough as to where I can apply my own system of tarot reading and the way I read tarot with numerology and shit like that. But I can still have something to show to the client that's interesting to look at rather than, you know, plain tips. And I don't know, I just love this deck. This Knight of Wands is so cool. And I think it's so special. I adore it. And I used to hate this. I used to completely loathe this deck. And now I love it. I really like it. I think it's an amazing work of art. You know what? Like, Danielle Noel's style has been jacked, but nobody can do that level of photo manipulation like her. Like, I have never seen one creator do that. Up next, my own photo manipulation deck, the Sacred Fool Oracle. Available now on Make Playing Cards. I loved creating this. Is it getting darker out? Can y'all still see? Well, probably, yeah. I love the way this turned out. I'm really bad at, you know, using my own decks. I just enjoy using all the decks all the time. So I'm basically the worst salesman because, you know, you should only be using your own decks because that's cool, but I also like using other people's cool work and supporting other people. And this is more like a little bit more archetypal than the other decks, so this would really make for a nice pairing, I feel like, maybe with the Danielle Noel decks or the Accurate as Fuck decks. And I think this is a really dope little deck that I made. It's 40 cards, it's super affordable. There's like a budget version that doesn't come in a dope tin like this, and then there's the regular, like, deluxe version in a really cool tin. So I have so many decks to show. Like, what the hell? Am I gonna show them all even? I mean, there's so many. Maybe like 2 more. So this is another deck that I got in like really recently, and it's slowly but surely becoming one of my faves. It's the Reflection deck by Prism and Fleur, who also did the Accurate as Fuck Oracle. And it's special. Let me tell you why. Comes with a really tiny leaflet, which is a-okay because that's basically all you need. And I don't even know if this will show up, but it comes with really cool, interesting affirmations that are sometimes pretty difficult to read. But I guess they want you to take your time with the deck rather than, you know, having very stark messaging. And it's these very neutral, like sand, earth color cards with really cool affirmations on them. And like they say on the box, simple reminders and gentle disruptors. And it's pretty big on the gentle disruptors part, and I love that. This is really profound. This deck is written really profoundly. I've really been enjoying pulling cards from this, and it looks kind of cool. We get sort of that, you know, once again, a very aesthetically pleasing deck. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about initially, because in this, like, crazy little tarot community, I feel like there is a lot. You are a priority. I love that. I feel like there's a lot of talk going on where decks that look pretty kind of get destroyed. Let me tell y'all something. Something that doesn't look like a 2-year-old drew it, accompanied by a really thick guidebook full of, like, shamanic bullshit, is not necessarily a bad deck. I'm getting kind of, like, I'm kind of getting over these people that are, like, you know, that everyone has their aesthetic and that's cool, but it's sort of becoming this sort of elitist sort of vibe where it's like, I don't even know how to put it, but where it's like, oh, this looks really like sort of fugly and shamanic and alternative, so this deck automatically is better than this. When matter of fact, this is top quality production. You want to know how much this cost me? $28. This is top-notch quality production. Really, really well produced, really well written, profound deck. And, you know, and then we see these, you know, $150 to $190 decks printed on piss poor cardstock. Not even coming with a little white book because you need to be in the know or watch 20 interviews with the creator. And I'm like, But then those decks are amazing, you know? And it kind of pisses me off because I like aesthetically... because I've tried being that reader that only has, like, the coolest, dopest, most alternative decks that are, like, so cool and shamanic and dark and full of wisdom that, you know, you can't uncover because there's no guidebook and there's no... nothing except for 20 podcasts and 10 video interviews. And a special course that you need to buy. And I'm kind of over that because I am who I am and I like pretty glittery stuff with good content. The last thing I wanted to show, and because it is getting kind of like super dark here now. Can you guys even still see this? It's almost like my phone is literally dying. Maybe I should switch on the light a little. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. It might not. Why am I even still filming this? But this is one that I recently bought as well. It's the Cosmic Intentions by Anna Cosma from Germany. This is a really cute little deck. It comes in this really basic, like, cardboardy box, but it's kind of charming. It has this little pamphlet right here. And then we get these are really, really, really thick cards. Like, you can't riffle shuffle this deck. I think one card is about 2 millimeters thick. Really elegant backs. And really elegant, simple fronts with a keyword and a little illustration. And this has been so inspiring to me. This deck. It's really simple. It's just a couple of keywords. And a really simple little illustration in gold foil. And I was like, sometimes that's all you need. Because at the end of the day, and this wasn't expensive either, at the end of the day, when it comes to the art of card reading, whether it be tarot or oracle, sometimes the devil is in the details, and the devil is also in the minimalism of it all. Because I can read so well with these. These always make sense. I love the little illustrations that were chosen, and like nothing is over explained. I don't need to follow a whole fucking course and watch 20 interviews to work with this. And I don't know, like the art of having crisp line work illustrations like this that looks so amazing. This is really difficult. This is as difficult as that weird 20,000 layer hand photo collage deck that, you know, costs $200. It's just as special, and I just wanted to let y'all know that. I'm seriously, like, not gonna show all the other ones either. Like, I'm not gonna take them out of the boxes, but I am also gonna be using my Threads of Fate Oracle, which is really stunning. Maybe I can show you the back because there's cards on the back. And I'm using my Nomad Tarot, which is really, really cute, really simple line work as well. I'm using the Voice of the Souls Oracle, which is probably one of the better mass market oracles I've encountered in a while. Once again, doesn't have 20,000 layers of collaged images, but it's really cool. A deck that I'm yet sort of undecided on. The Soul Tarot, it is gorgeous, but I feel like it's sort of devoid of meaning, but I kind of want to give that a shot. And last but not least, one of my favorite all-time ever decks, the Moon deck, which I really, really, really love. It's also another more affirmative deck. So I think it's a nice mix of tarot and oracle. Everything we need is in there, and I can't wait to like sort of work with those and kind of limit my selection for a little bit, because that feels good. And also, I hope I gave you some examples of some really, really good aesthetically pleasing decks, because not everything needs to look like a sack of shit in order for it to be valid. Anyways, good night, good luck, and bye, bitches.